I did not sleep very well at all last night. Not that you can't tell from the puffiness I'm experiencing, but from my bear hang to a couple of trucks that showed up from 10 to midnight, literally right outside my tent with the trucks running. I couldn't tell what their business was up here from 10 to midnight on a Sunday over the sounds of the trucks, so I don't really know what they were doing, but I'm not their mother. Just a concerned resident of Mooney Gap for the night, you know, trying to get some shut-eye. But there's a freeze warning overnight, so the temps right now at 7:30 or 35, real chilly. And I'm gonna get started here pretty soon because I'm restless, and that should warm me up. But I'm gonna head into Franklin, get a little resupply. That'll get me to the infamous NOC. Yogi didn't get my food last night. Your girl knows how to hang. Trivia time. How do you know you're the first on trail? Anybody? You get a face full of spider webs. Get my first glimpse at the fire lookout that I'm heading to. You can see it up there in the tree line at the very, very, very tip top. That's where I'm headed. Should be a beautiful view today. The wire mesh is a real nice touch for those making the ascent in the rain. This would be quite slippery. Another lookout, another mountain, all to myself. Perfect day to be here at the Albert Mountain Fire Lookout. It is blue skies, slight breeze, no one's here. I'm gonna take you guys up here in a minute, but first, just want to have a little moment over here with this historic Sharpie etching. A lot of people have touched this, a lot of people have been here, a lot of people have celebrated a monumental milestone on their hike. Feels good to make it 100. Now let's times that by like 22 more. No! Climbed all the way up here and I'm locked out. But I'm as high as I can get. And the views, they're insane. Glad I checked the weather at the lookout before I left. Had a bit of service and saw rain. So I am going with the strategy of skipping Franklin. I have enough food for me to feel comfortable to push on, enough battery. That will put me in a very strategic position to be up and over Wester Bald before the rain comes in. the comments for Western Bald are absolutely terrifying. In all caps, exclamation points, it says, "Do not attempt in the rain. It's incredibly dangerous." So that's in about 30 miles from where I am now. I feel like I can get to a pretty good spot tonight and get up and over that tomorrow and probably be able to stealth camp at the NOC right before the rain. I just left Rock Gap and decided to make these my new trekking poles. Transferred over my magnet. There was a gal there waiting for the shuttle into Franklin. So I gave her the lucky poles and asked if she would take those into a hiker box in town, and hopefully the trail karma I've accrued on those poles from CUT will transfer to the next hiker. And I kind of feel like that's fair. You know, take what you need, leave what you can. I kind of really want to try these poles out. They're really light. And I've never tried the ones that fold in on itself. So I feel like if I didn't find the rightful owner from Carter Gap to Rock Gap, that owner is long gone. Lightning here at a setup of Trail Magic. So I got some snacks before he heads to take some hikers to town. Very generous of him.
Advice.
Okay, boys, get your little chuckles out now. Here we are at Swingin' Dick Gap. I don't know why they got to name one of them Chunky Gal Trail, and this one's Swingin' Dick Gap. Like, can we do like a name change and call it Badass Feral Mountain Woman Trail 77? Who do I gotta write to get that changed? Just came down from Siler Bald. Now I'm going up another climb to another fire lookout. Got 2 for 1 today. It's marked with white and yellow blazes for the AT and Bartram Trail. I just love when you hike your ass off to a spot and there's a paved road here. You can drive up here. People drive up here. I was like, you know what? I want to go for a walk. Let's go for the walk. Get some endorphins. Cannot wait for, is it Klingman's Dome where people drive up, or Mount Washington, or one of those. It's gonna be fun. Here we are. And again, I'm all alone. What a view. This is the first time I've come past the shelter, and I can hear them. It's the Wawa Bald Shelter. I see probably 8 tents, 10 tents, 11, 12 tents, a lot of tents. Should be rolling into camp here relatively soon. I looked for a spot further than the shelter just in case it was busy. I'm so glad I did, because it's wild that I could hear them long before I saw them. I've not experienced that yet. on trail. So it's about 10 minutes to 7. I'll be rolling into Licklog Gap. Yes, you heard that right. Licklog Gap to camp. Should be a little quieter than the shelter, I think. And it's also lower in elevation. And with a warm night sleep ahead of me, should be a happy person tomorrow making that jaunt down to the NOC. I picked a winner. I have an amazing view. I have one roommate back here. It's gonna be quiet, it's gonna be warm. I have like 15 miles to the NOC tomorrow. It's gonna be a good day. Let me show you this little view before I call it a night.